Well, good morning. Good morning, Betty. So we are at day 5. Day 5, here you see it here, of the PROLON FMD Fasting Mimicking Diet Nutrition Program, the 5-day program. If this is your first video catching this, I have a series or a playlist that I created for the series because it is pretty specific and not entirely the normal content of this channel, even though I do post random things and whatever I want. So in this series and in this playlist, I have an intro video where I explain all about PROLON. I've done it 3 times. This is my 3rd time doing it with the box, and I've done it DIY twice. And I'm also a pretty big science nerd and like collecting data. So along with this, I'm taking my glucose and my ketones every morning and every night to show how it progresses throughout this program. Basically, you can find... You can find all of the videos about PROLON, including the intro video, which I definitely suggest you start with, and days 1 through 5, which we're at 5 today. And I'll probably also do a day 6 to go through all the data I collected, my blood markers, any weight that may have been lost. And speaking of that, day 5, I weighed myself this morning and I'm down a little over a pound, like 1.2 pounds. So it's going as expected. And yeah, I do suggest you watch all of the videos because chances are if you have a question or I don't go into a lot of detail in this one, which I think will be fairly short, then it's because I went over it in a past video or spoke about it in a past video. But I will leave a link to that playlist in the description below and also the pinned comment, as well as links to anything else that may be helpful or relevant from any of this series of videos, and the promo code right here, CatLadyFitness, which will get you a generous discount if you decide to try PROLON for yourself. And a reminder that this isn't sponsored. They don't even know I'm making this video. I'm just making it for myself because all I would see online is these ads and very Instagram-y type posts about PROLON, and I felt like they all kind of sold it short because they all focused on the weight loss and the, I hate this word. You guys know this if you've watched all these videos, the cleansing or the detoxing, which is, I think, that's very inaccurate and completely invalid. There's so much more to this, and it is scientifically backed, and I do suggest, again, that you start with the intro video where I talk more about that. Also, just a reminder, this is not medical advice. This video is for educational purposes only, and please consult with your doctor or healthcare professional before starting any new programs and, yeah, all that stuff. And by the way, if you bring this up to your doctor and they scoff at you because they've never heard of it, find a new doctor, because your doctor should be open and communicative. And I just think of my mom's doctor as an example. I brought this up to him. He was open ears, and he opened up a tab on his computer right there to kind of look at it and read about it. I told him basically everything I told you guys in the intro video, and he said it sounded pretty good and looked really interesting and looked like it might be good. So he's very kind, and he is a great listener and a good doctor. So go find yourself a doctor like that if you can. Let's get into day 5. I woke up feeling good. I didn't get that much sleep just because I went to bed fairly late, but I woke up feeling pretty alert and pretty energized, similar to yesterday. Yesterday was a great day. Big difference from days 1 and 2 in the sense that I did have some mild headaches and definite brain fog those couple of days. And if you hear that noise, it's the kitty door, by the way. What's common is for that to happen, for people to do a big turnaround around day 4, day 5. This morning, I had ketones were at 1.1 and glucose was at 73. So my glucose, I don't have any problems with that. Thank goodness, knock on wood, generally in the sense of health. My glucose has stayed pretty stable this entire time, and I've also done my best to take it within an hour of the same time every single day for accuracy. The ketones have been increasing, which is something to expect with this program. That's something that it does metabolically and aligns with the cellular rejuvenation and the autophagy and all of the benefits that this has from the inside out, which is why it is so much more than simply a weight loss or detox or cleanse diet. And if you've been watching all the videos, sorry if I'm a broken record with all that, but it's so important to point out. So here's the box. I already made one of the teas. It's brewing right here. So let me show you what is in day 5. We have 4 teas, same as yesterday. We have our supplements. We have one of their multivitamin style vitamin and mineral supplements. We have the algal oil, which is basically DHA omega-3s, kind of similar to fish oil. We have some crackers, which are very tasty. We have minestrone today. Ooh, and the tomato soup is really good, so I'm happy about that. And we have, of course, probably, I don't know, I like everything. It's kind of similar to how I eat anyway, even down to this. But we have our L bar and also the L drink, which I think day 2 I get really into this and explaining this if you're wondering what this is and how it fits into this and why they send it. And I also talk about my little hack or strategy on what to do with this, which is dependent on how you weigh, but on what to do with this to create your own DIY potentially in the future and still be able to use what's left over of this. So I'm pretty sure that's in day 2. If you haven't watched that already, check that out. Herbal teas, yep, and that'll be it. So I'm gonna have my breakfast, which I think I'm gonna do the tomato soup. And I, again, mentioned this in other videos, but what's most important is you just eat what's in the box for that day and nothing else. The order doesn't really matter so much as long as you eat it in totality for the day. And they just set it out like this because it is pretty convenient. For example, all of the soups in the lunches are compatible with just cooking in the microwave, but all of the soups for the dinners, you do need a stovetop, just for people who may work office jobs or, you know, just to make it more convenient in that sense. So this is just their suggestion that is easy to follow and super convenient for most people. I do plan, because I feel good, just like I did yesterday, I plan on doing another walk and workout and just see how I feel as the day goes on. But I'm pretty sure, again, because I've done this a couple other times or almost a handful of other times if you want to count my DIYs, once you kind of surpass that hump from days 2 and 3, you feel really good days 4 and 5 and indefinitely, as long as you know how to transition, honor your body and how it feels and the benefits that you gained from doing this. But how good you feel when you're done with this, you can really maintain for a long, long time. And that also includes, because weight is a symptom and having extra weight is a symptom, that also includes any weight loss that you may experience, like I've spoken about in the other videos. I am going to be creating a blog post. It might be up at the time you're watching this video, but whenever it is up, I will link that in the description in the pinned comment as well. And in that, I'm just going to basically have in text written out all of the tips, details, or a breakdown of all the videos as best as I can. I'm going to try and put that together. I figured I'd show you guys real quick because I don't think I have yet, but it does have the nutrition facts on each packet. So just to give you an idea, this is a tomato soup. This seems to be the least caloric soup of all of them, but there are the ingredients: rice flour, tomato, chicory root fiber, onion, sea salt, olive oil. And what I mean, random thing I like, product of Italy. So that's cool because you rarely see that. It is a powder. I already poured it in here and mixed. It says to pour it into 1 cup of water. I always put like 1 1/4 cup. So a cup plus 1/4 cup. I don't know why. I just do that. But then with the other soup, this one is the minestrone. Also a product of Italy. You can check this out in case anyone is curious. And yeah, this one is stovetop. And this one says 1 1/4 cups water, but I do 1 1/2 cups. I feel like it gives a little extra and the flavor is good enough. Those are the ingredients for this one. Like I've mentioned before, all the food's pretty tasty. I think so. Let's look at this. These are the ingredients to give you an idea of these crackers. Hopefully you can read that. And again, each day, days 2 through 5, is around 700 calories, I believe, and I talk more about that in day 1, or the intro video. Oh, and then the L bar, which is delicious. So there's the nutrients on this. Basically, a low protein, moderate fat, and higher carb diet, but most of those carbohydrates, if not, I mean, the strong majority, I haven't calculated it, but the strong majority is fiber. So yes, so that's that. We got our teas. The ingredient is literally just the tea you see, organic. And here's just to give you an idea of their vitamins and mineral supplement. It's basically a multivitamin. Yeah. So that's that. So now I'm going to eat and carry on. Just figured I'd share a glimpse of the last thing I'm eating today, which is, hi babe. I think it was a minestrone quinoa. Is there quinoa? Or might have been plain minestrone, I can't remember. It is kind of late for me, but I feel like the past 3 nights I've had my last bit of food around 8:30, so it's around 8:30. I'm not a big fan of hot food. I like room temperature food. So I'm gonna let this cool and eat it, and then I'll check in with our PM measurements of the glucose levels and ketones. Feeling pretty amazing today. I had such a great workout earlier. I felt it was the best workout that I can recall in recent memory, which is nuts since I'm on day 5 of this caloric restriction fasting mimicking nutrition program. It was a really great workout, and I only cut it short because I was short on time. Today and yesterday, I felt great. Hungry, of course, but it was really, really bearable, especially through the day. The only time, and honestly, a lot of it's habitual, so the only time that I was like, well, I wish I could have like a nice hearty, not hearty, but meal, like an actual larger meal would be dinner time, but you know, it's nothing unbearable. So I will check back in with you guys with the blood levels later this evening. Oh, here he comes. Puppy is going to join me. Bubs. Oh my goodness. You want to sit right there? All right. Well, this is how I'm going to have my dinner, apparently. Hello, friends. So it's really late here. Let's get right into it. There's 0.7 ketones and 75 glucose. Yes, everybody. I know. They're like, what are you doing? This is out of hand. Today was another amazing day. I had so much energy, and that's why I'm still awake at this time. As you saw, went and did a workout that is the best feeling workout I can remember. Let's look at the cats. I just felt strong and light and just full of energy, just natural, consistent energy from the moment I woke up until I just started getting tired a couple of hours ago. Perhaps. Maybe just 1 hour ago. Uh-oh. What are you checking in? So it was another great day. I did my solo dance party, my SDP, because even after that workout and a little bit of a walk, I got home, I had my last soup around 8:30, and I just was still like ready to go, which is such a great feeling. And what better to do with that energy than a solo dance party? Right, Betty? I feel really focused. I feel a lot of clarity. Is that a tuft? Were you guys playing in here? Oh my goodness. And yeah, it's been a really great day. And this is the part that I love so much about doing this PROLON FAST, or the fasting mimicking diet, FMD, is because by days 4 and 5, it's just, you just get over this hump and feel amazing. I'm gonna go to bed, but I'm definitely going to make a follow-up video where I go over all of the data I collected and compare it from the different times that I've done PROLON in my DIYs, and we're gonna see how this time compared. And I'll also tell you my final weight, which will be tomorrow morning. Oh, that was sweet, honey. Sassy. My plan is to make a fresh roasted butternut squash soup tomorrow. I'm really excited for it. And the next video you'll see, I'll talk a little bit about how it's supposed to be a transitional day where you still eat fairly lightly. Everyone's mad. They're like, come to bed, lady. So yeah, the transition day is really important. You want to eat fairly light. So that's why I kind of mimic what I've been doing. I have some olives. I'll be making the soup. I have very similar crackers that, hint hint, could potentially be a part of the DIY. And yeah, that's it for today, and I gotta go to bed. So just a reminder to check out the PROLON playlist, because that's where I'm gonna have all of the videos that I've posted about doing this PROLON FMD. If you've never had butternut soup, Puppy, tell them. Tell them how delicious they are. As always, I will link everything that I spoke about in the description and the pinned comment. Thank you so much for watching. If you watched all of these videos so far, I think this is the 6th video, because there was an intro and then 5 days including today. And they're... oh, shoot. No, it's closed, sweetheart. We're going to bed. We're going to bed, baby. All right, I will see you guys in the next video, because things are getting out of... I'm being summoned here. All right, Betty. You want to say bye? Yeah? Oh, precious girl. You're so sweet. Say bye.